perfect matchup on tap.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty pop.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Wakefield. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 3 catches, 65 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Wakefield. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That's it, baby. We go.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 69 yards. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Two excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wakefield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 21-0 our score after 1.
18 Gators. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
third down, it's Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A gain of 3, second down.
Hey, Haywood!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. Wakefield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Jones on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well. Yeah,
they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now...
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They take it
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw on 3rd down. Sweeney. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Back to throw. Sweeney. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Wakefield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Back to throw. Sweeney. He completes it to Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. To throw again. Sweeney. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sweeney. That is complete. Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
58 to Mike.
A final shot before break. Sweeney. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. From the gun, Wakefield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Ready? Check 52's to Mike. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Complete. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These fifth-rounders, and to use him as an example, maybe you take a little bit of a flyer on someone, hope you hit goal.
Exactly, because when you get into the 5th round, you're usually not counting on him to become a starter right away. But we've seen so many times 5th, 6th, 7th, undrafted free agents who come in and make their way, and in a big way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back to throw. Sweeney toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be second and goal.
64, reach. Hey, orbit. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got 5.
Second and 2. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They run again with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. Wakefield. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break. You draw quarters. Got one. Check.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Sweeney going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing on first down, Sweeney. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Sweeney. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready? Off the play fake. Wakefield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wakefield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Wakefield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On the return is Jones. There he goes, right side. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They'll come out in the pistol. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. From the gun, Sweeney. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
We play to win. Let's go.
And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Off-play action. Sweeney. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Back to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Sweeney. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some coach.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And caught by Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Leo!
On first down, Callaway. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check safety. Watch the edge. Check 3. Look, squeeze. Topper. Let go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check, crunch. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.